Sandy Hill Pittman's story is one of ambition, controversy, and survival, set against the backdrop of one of the most treacherous environments on Earth, Mount Everest. Her journey to the summit in May 1996 was marked by both personal triumph and tragedy, as her expedition became embroiled in one of the deadliest disasters in Everest's history. Here's a breakdown of the key elements of her story. Sandy Hill Pittman was no ordinary climber. A New York socialite and the soon-to-be ex-wife of MTV co-founder Bob Pittman, she had transformed her passion for adventure into a high-profile pursuit. By 1996, she had already established herself as a daring adventurer, having trekked in the Himalayas, kayaked in the Arctic, and ridden horseback across Kenya. Everest was the final peak in her quest to become the third woman to summit the seven summits, the highest mountains on each continent. Her climb was not just a personal challenge but also a media spectacle, with Pittman documenting her journey via satellite for NBC and maintaining an online diary. Pittman's climb coincided with one of the deadliest days on Everest. On May 10, 1996, a storm struck the mountain, trapping multiple climbers, including Pittman, near the summit. 8 people died, including renowned guides Rob Hall and Scott Fisher, who led Pittman's expedition. Pittman herself narrowly survived, thanks to the heroic efforts of guides Neil Beidelman and Anatoly Bukreev, who dragged her to safety after she collapsed from exhaustion and hypoxia. Pittman's role in the disaster and her behavior afterwards sparked significant controversy. Critics accused her of being ill-prepared for the climb and overly reliant on her guides. Her media-centric approach to the expedition, documenting her journey for NBC and maintaining a high-profile online presence, also drew ire from fellow climbers, who felt she prioritized publicity over the seriousness of the climb. After the disaster, some team members were frustrated by her apparent lack of gratitude toward those who saved her life and her eagerness to leave the mountain quickly to fulfill media obligations. Despite the criticism, Pittman's achievement was undeniable. She had reached the summit of Everest, a feat few can claim. However, the climb came at a high personal cost. Her obsession with mountaineering had contributed to the end of her 16-year marriage, and the tragedy on Everest left her grappling with guilt and grief. In the years that followed, she continued to face scrutiny from the climbing community and the media, with some questioning her motives and preparedness. Sandy Hill Pittman remains a polarizing figure in the world of mountaineering. To some, she is an inspiring example of determination and resilience. To others, she represents the dangers of commercialization and inexperience in high-altitude climbing. Her story is a reminder of the fine line between ambition and hubris, and the unforgiving nature of Everest, which demands respect and humility from all who attempt to conquer it. Sandy Hill Pittman's Everest journey is a complex narrative of triumph, tragedy, and the human spirit's relentless pursuit of greatness, even in the face of overwhelming odds.